All right, welcome back. I'm so excited about our two next guests. This is Parker Krex. He is 12 years old and a CEO. This is his mom, Erin, who was able to quit her job because he's a CEO. Now, you created a company when you were 9 years old. How and why?
Well, I got this boring old subscription box in the mail. It had like socks, a t-shirt, even air freshener, and I thought that was really boring and stuff I never used. And I really liked Lego, so I came up with a brick loop where you get a monthly subscription box in the mail filled with Lego.
Okay, so you have all kinds of subscribers from all over the world,
Yeah.
and they subscribe to Brick Loot, which is this box, and every month a box like this will go to your subscribers. What's in it, and why would they want it?
Well, you get a bunch of exclusive items, so you can't just go to the store, Lego store, and get. Like here, we have a custom kit. This. We have our own Brick Loot sets, which are only the Brick Loot boxes. We have minifigures.
Wow, cool. So you would not find that in Lego. So tell us about this other box. Was this a recent month that subscribers
This was actually
got?
the August box, so this just came out this month. You have the Chicago water tower.
Oh, cool.
Red telephone box, because the theme is travel. Mystery defenders to like defend your city. You have custom travel tile.
Has this made you love Legos more, or do you feel like it's work now?
I was like Legos thing.
Yeah, I was asking him if he's going to go to college and what you want to do when you grow up, but you're pretty set up already.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to get old, or how do you want this to grow? What do you want to do with
Well,
it?
we want to add more countries and maybe ship worldwide one day. And also, we want to try and get 10,000 subscribers.
Wow. And Mom Erin tells me you're already up to 2,000 subscribers. Tell me about where these people are from and how you were able to quit your day job.
Sure. So we currently ship to the United States, the UK, and Canada, and we get subscribers mostly through social media. I mean, really, that's our only form of advertising. We have a very large Facebook following, and Twitter, and Instagram, and all of them.
And YouTube.
And it's really just word of mouth has grown, and it's funny because people think of Lego for children, and it is a great gift and things that can really inspire kids on a monthly basis, and we love the surprise every month. But actually 40% of our subscribers are actually adults.
Wow. So when Parker said, I want to start this, what did you think? And did you think it would turn into a major business?
When he first brought it to me, we were actually doing our summer garage sale, and we had a lot of time to sit in our garage and talk about it. And I thought it was a great idea. I mean, my husband and I are both entrepreneurs. We both have owned our own businesses, and I think that's kind of where he gets his entrepreneurial spirit. And so we really thought it was a great idea. It was kind of right when subscriptions boxes were booming.
Okay. And
we together wrote a business plan, and we pitched it to my husband kind of like in a Shark Tank type presentation. And he, after a little coaxing, said that he thought it was a good idea. So we started out of our basement.
So Parker, you got a lot of help from Mom and Dad, but what is your vision? I mean, give us the big sell. For people out there who've never heard of Brick Loot, why should they subscribe? Why is it such a big deal?
Well, you get tons of stuff, like I said earlier, that you can't find in the store. You can't go to the store and get this. You get tons of exclusives every month, hard to find items, stuff that anybody would want but you can't find at the store.
Now, I didn't ask about price. How much does it cost to be in the Brick Loot Club?
Anywhere from $24 to $27 a month, depending on how many months you buy at a time.
Plus shipping?
Plus shipping.
Okay, and you ship anywhere in the world?
Well, we currently ship United States, UK, and Canada, and we're adding 6 more countries this year.
Okay. Now, what do your friends think of all this?
At first, they didn't really believe me. They're like, nah, you're just kidding. And then they saw me on TV one time and they're like, whoa.
In fact, you saw him on WGN News, which is my station, which is where I saw Parker the first time. Congratulations on all of your success, all the best to you. And your mom says you have to go to college still. Too bad. Sorry. May be a CEO, but you still have to go to college. I'm sorry. Coming up, we have Hot Topics.
Thank you.
All right. How about that? I mean, that's amazing. I mean, I had so many ideas as a little girl. My parents didn't do anything about it.
You know, I can imagine like a girl with dolls or clubs or, you know.
Well, I have to give,
Barbie
Erin,
clothes.
congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean, to support your child
That's super
into their
mom.
ideas. I mean, our children comes home with so much ideas.
Yeah,
and having to have both parents to really listen and go forward and
very
see what
impressive.
comes out of it.
I mean,
really,
it's one
really
thing
impressive.
to talk about it,
I
and
love
it's
that.
another to actually follow through and market, and to have a YouTube. I mean, he's got a ton of views on YouTube.
And we have to say, we're Twitter trending while that thing was going
Thank you
on.
to our audience. We're Twitter trending in Chicago.
Trending in Chicago. So
Thank
thank you,
you.
Anna, for sending that info.
But Brick Loot is such a brilliant idea.
It is brilliant.
Because it comes and it
Parker, I'm a little jealous of you. I'm just saying. Okay.
It's like Stitch Fix for kids.
Right?
You can go.
Right.
You get toys.
Gosh.
You get clothes or toys.
Very cool.
Where's our sizzling hot topics?
Our sizzling
Are
hot
we supposed
topic.
to- oh wait, is this our hot topic?
This is our hot topics.
wait,
Okay,
this
all
is
right,
our-
here we go.
We're supposed to be like, here's our hot topic.
And this
All
is
right. Cute,
hot
right?
topics, and we want to hear from you guys. So,
Give it to our graphics department.
FOMO.
What is our
What is FOMO?
Oh.
Fear of
missing out.
missing out. You guys hear it. You guys in social media hear it all the time. We want to know what you guys think. I mean, how do you
handle
FOMO?
Everyone gets
it's hard.
sucked in
I
at
think
some
there's
point.
a little bit of every time that you feel it,
I
right?
got sucked in with the Hamilton ticket frenzy in Chicago.
Right?
And I wasn't planning to buy the tickets, but when everybody's like, I gotta get the tickets, I'm like, and I was watching the frenzy, and I tried a few times, I couldn't get in, so like, oh, okay. But I got home and I was still thinking, oh, everybody's still fighting over these tickets. I logged on 3 different devices and I got the tickets.
Right.
Even though I hadn't even started the day wanting the tickets.
That's funny.
There you go. I mean, how do you, besides buying it, I mean, how do you handle those everyday little things like
know.
you wish you went to that one and I wish I went to that one? I mean, what do you do?
You know, it's not the fear of missing out. It's the, I missed it.
I missed a better deal.
I missed it. Like oh man, I didn't know that was happening last night. And then I get really mad. So it's not the fear of missing out. It's the, I effed up and I
wish I would have went
or known
something.
about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because there's so much on Facebook. Like everybody I know in the whole entire universe, okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, went to Billy Joel at Wrigley Field.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Did you go, Sally? Sally, well, you probably sat backstage
I
with
know.
Billy. Oh, you know him already.
We missed out.
But everybody went, and everybody was like
Talking
tweeting
about it.
and
And we're
Snapchatting
missing
and Facebooking,
out.
and I'm like, oh shoot, Billy Joel's in town, And I'm sure
Why
you could
wasn't
have
I
gone there.
invited?
Yeah, first
Right.
of all, my friends. No, but I was.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even so much of the fear of missing out. It's the I effed up and forgot.
It's so hard to really, turn it off and not feel anything about certain things like that. And, I find myself, I just don't want to read anymore.
Yeah.
Not because I'm jealous. I mean, a lot of people, it's like, oh, who cares? But I think there's a part of us that cares about little stuff, right? And I think it could be good in many ways too. And making it better for yourself or finding a better thing to do. I don't know. I mean, it's hard, but you hear it out there. It happens all the
My
time.
current thing is fear of missing out on a better deal. I just came back from vacation.
She's Asian through and through. I hate to say it.
Vineyard, and I had booked a hotel. I found it on Expedia. It was a great deal, and I found it after I booked it, prepaid it. I found it for cheaper on Expedia.
Hey,
Yeah.
But I thought you said you booked it on Expedia.
I did.
So did you call up and yell at them?
I already prepaid.
I think that's where my FOMO's
It's
coming
so-
from is travel.
Yeah.
When I see people put their pictures in there, and especially if you've been in that country and like, oh shoot, why didn't I do that when I was there?
Yeah. Oh,
I
well.
think that gets to me the most.
Oh well.
But
Say
What do you guys
Robbie.
think? What do you get? Tweet us. Let us know. Share your FOMO with us. And I don't believe it when you tell me you don't care, because I think everyone does. Right?
But nobody's going to miss out on this because we are so excited. We are working with Flat Out Bread. And Flat Out Bread, thank you. You are going to be seeing so much because we've got bloggers from around the country that are creating recipes with Flat Out Bread, which is that flatbread. So it's not it's better than
available
sliced.
at Jewel's and Mariano's.
Yeah, and it's a flat bread, and we have bloggers from around the nation who are making recipes inspired by their cities. And so, like if you're in Chicago, you'll have to watch to see what city sandwich or recipe. And this is going to be going all the way through
very,
June.
very exciting. So in fact, today, Natasha Nichols is one of our Chicago bloggers. She has placed a post up in House Full of Nichols to announce that she's one of our Chicago bloggers. We are having another one, which we will announce to you guys. But over the course of a few months, we're going to talk about every city that they're hitting in their market, talking about great recipes. So, and we'll bring that to you here in the show as well.
So think about like your favorite food from the city you're in. Like you could make, I'm not going to say what she's making because maybe it's a surprise, but you can make a pizza, like a Chicago-inspired pizza.
You can make a little flat out pizza.
Or you can make a little Chicago-inspired hot dog, maybe with mustard, not
the
ketchup.
good part is every month we're having a contest with the Flat Out Bread to create your own flavor from your city, and we are giving out $100 prize, a basket of Flat Out Bread and a gift certificate totaling $100. So really, really exciting. Just to remind everybody else as well, if you go to Jewel, is buy one get one free at Jewel's right now. So Flat Out Bread, if you haven't tried it, you got to try it.
Start thinking about your recipes.
Yes.
And did we want to, before we bring on our next guest,
Talking about movie night. We have a huge movie night coming up.
this is so
Girls'
exciting.
night.
Mark your calendars right now, October 20th. Circle it, mark it,
We can't tell you all the details.
We can't give you the details, but we have fun in store for you.
October 20th.
You're going to be with us.
hosts.
Yes.
We're going to be hosting the ultimate Girls' Night Out. So
at a
it'll
really
be-
cool location, and you can bring your girlfriends, and it's going to be so fun, and
Or
you
guy
need to be
friends.
there. Or guy friends, too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right,
October
they're
20th.
allowed.
I want you, grab your pens right now. Put it in your
October.
calendar. No excuse. I can see you out there behind your computer.
Okay, it's in there.
Okay. Wait, were we going to mention something else? No.
No,
We can
movie
mention
night.
that later because we need Rose.
I know.
We need Rose.
We need Rose. So
Yeah.
you know that Chicago is probably one of the best cities for female founders and starters and great ideas, and we have so much going on in Chicago, and talk about fear of missing out. Like every day there's another women in tech or tech
Someone
women or
created a new
founders.
app, and here we are.
Yeah.
We need to create something.
All right. Our next guest is Rosa Frier. Come on down. Here's the hot seat. Thank you so much for being with us. She is the founder of something called M Relief. And I met Rose last year, and she was telling me all about it. And I thought, whoa, what a great idea. So please sell it. What is M Relief?
So thank you so much.
Oh, we're so thrilled to have you. I
uh,
love your color.
Thank
So pretty.
you, thank you.
See,
And
look, it
for-
goes with.
Yay!
Yes, we are matching.
Take a lot of pictures because this looks so cool, right? With the
didn't even
orange and the blue.
coordinate
Okay. I digress.
So M Relief is an easy-to-use platform on web and text messaging for low-income Americans to find out if they qualify for the most important social services, such as food stamps. So for those who don't know, about 1.4 million people in the city of Chicago are living in poverty. It's a huge, tremendous challenge that we really have to solve. At the same time, however, there's about $25.6 million as of 2015 in unclaimed benefits in the form of
That's
food
a
stamps.
lot of money. Well, you know what, we were talking earlier about violence in Chicago, and you know, poverty sometimes ties into it, and if people could get to the resources that could make a difference in their lives. So M Relief can be a connector. Tell us how easy it is to use M Relief.
Yes. So we make it as easy as texting your zip code to our dedicated line, and that's at 844-877-6111. And by texting your zip code, you can pretty much find out whether you qualify for a really, really critical resource such as food in the city. And we'll tell you the fastest way to get the benefit that you need. And if you're ineligible, we'll refer you to the nearest pantry near your house so that you can at least still get something as a comparable resource.
This is so important for people to know, because really, when I first read it, I'm like, how do we not know this? I mean, it's amazing. I mean, there's a lot of shame in being in poverty for a lot of people, and I think this really helped those people that just cannot get out of their house and figure out how to ask for help and you know, see that they're eligible. Can you tell us how can we help you bring out the word besides Chicagonista Live? Are there efforts out there that's being done?
Yes, so I think we really want as many people as possible to come to mrelief.com and find out whether they qualify, to share that resource with people in your local communities. We also know that not everybody has access to a computer or has internet access. And so we've partnered with the public library system, so you can find out whether you qualify at any local public library. So that's a huge, huge thing that you can do. And then also, I think encouraging the larger foundation community in the city of Chicago to support this work too, because I think sometimes service delivery, social services delivery can be thought of only in one way. So maybe the traditional delivery, whereas technology is so important in really being able to bring dignity to the process, to bring 21st century technology to things, not just like getting a car, but also getting food in your stomach.
That's what I love about what you said and how you just put it. It's the dignity, because I think that this helps alleviate a lot of the shame or the guilt or the embarrassment. You have your dignity when you do this, and I think that that's an amazing way that you've created this application to, like you said, connect them.
Right.
I also noticed Good City has worked with you guys. We're big supporters of Good City.
Yes.
Jimmy Lee has been a guest in our show as well. We do a lot of stuff with them. Tell us how that tied into Emerly.
Yeah, so Good City is our fiscal sponsor. They are the back end office, if you will, of Emerly, powering the work that we do every day, so that we would not have been able to do this and first get our start and start getting resources to support our work without Good City. And also, I just want to shout out my team. So Genevieve Nielsen is the CTO of Emerly. So working behind the scenes, often in the code logs, every single day, making sure the text messages go through and people understand their eligibility. And so there's a lot of strong women behind this, not just on our team, but also throughout the overall network of social workers in the city.
Well, I loved reading that about your company, that you're all women developers. It's an all women based, you know, it just goes to show the power of Chicago and the talent of the women that we have here. I love how you've been able to do that.
Yes, so our employees are women. However, we do have men that support our efforts and consult with Emerly as well. But yes, we merged as an all-women software development team. We're staying true to that, and we're growing our team, and we encourage women, minorities, everyone also to apply.
I'm fascinated by Rose's background, because she left Google, a behemoth company, I mean the biggest tech company you could be with, to venture out and take a gamble on Emerly. I mean, how scary was it to leave, and why?
So I actually relocated to Chicago because Google had a fellowship program, offered me a job, and I came here to start first working on Google. So it was a fellowship, so it ended, and it was a point where I could have tried to go to Mountain View or tried to go to Ghana and work on Google Teams, but I really felt called to do something new. And it was sort of that, I think women in our careers, we have on-ramps and off-ramps, and it was one of those off-ramps where I knew I wanted to start the process of learning how to code. And it's during that process that I met my team of women who were also curious to learn how to code. And the city of Chicago has a really, really great civic tech community.
yes.
So another shout out to Shy Hack Night. So hashtag Shy Hack Night. And so that's where we met government leaders
Awesome.
who cared about social services and wanted to help propel our technology.
I have to wonder what percentage of people are not tapping the services available to them. What percentage are, taking advantage, and what percentage is missing out?
So what I can tell you is that there's $11 billion in the country right now every year of unclaimed food stamp benefits.
That's a lot.
Tremendous.
Unclaimed.
And so that's about,
She said B.
yeah,
11 billion.
yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and MRelief is live in 42 states trying to help people understand the quickest way to enroll in
Wow.
benefits. And the first step in doing that is first just being able to understand that you're eligible. So I think another great thing that has happened, and I did also formerly work at the White House, which is a really, really great experience. But the USDA has been a really great organization in helping us get the data of the eligibility requirements, because you could technically Google around, but you'd have to understand things like federal poverty level percentages and trying to coordinate your household size depending on the composition of your household with those numbers and percentages.
Yeah.
And for a lot of families that are already facing tremendous challenges, that's too much.
And they don't know they qualify, probably.
Yes, yes. And so then not knowing, or even thinking, oh, I have a job, I don't qualify,
Yeah.
when that's not
So
true.
what's the next step? When they go in, they see they're qualified, what's the next step? Are there help that would continue on to go for those?
Correct. So we, depending on the profile of your family, it's the best decision for you to just apply online. Depending on your profile, you might just be able to call and apply by phone and interview in the same conversation. And so a lot of what we're doing ahead, and I think we're really eager to get more philanthropic support to support this, is creating an end-to-end process where our technology accompanies families every step of the way. So when they find out whether they qualify, when they apply by some method that's best for their family, and then when they submit required documents, which is another huge issue, because families, unfortunately, who often have next to nothing, have to prove almost everything that they are in their households. And so we've already made a lot of progress through help from the Knight Foundation on documents, and we're going to be releasing some really exciting tools soon to help make that even easier.
It's very exciting. Thank you so much.
I mean, thank you for what you're doing for Chicago and for the
Improving
country,
the society.
improving lives. I mean, who could say that? I really do kind of feel like a Chicagonista.
I love that we're all tied in with Sally about, listening to what you are good at. And
You're following
here
your
we
heart.
are.
Yeah.
Following your heart.
Look at this. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work.
And we're going to get a link, but if you want to leave the information again where people could find out.
Yes, so if you're trying to find out whether you qualify, please text your zip code to 844-877-6111. And also, I just want to just really put the word out for all of the moms, the single moms, the low-income families who are out there and they're trying really hard to get a foothold in the economy. This is an option for you. This is not something that you either have to choose one lane or the other. This is something that is really going to be able to help you propel your lives forward. So don't be ashamed and find out whether you qualify.
We'll tweet that number out. We'll keep retweeting it with the Chicagonista Live hashtag, so in case you missed it, or dyslexic like me. So, and somebody will be like, huh? So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Rose and Free, everybody, of MRelief. I mean,
Oh my
an
God.
incredible organization.